Hey guys, gizmoddict here, and this is the most requested video about the Zenfone Max Pro M2 Google camera. Today we'll take a look at it. I'll show you guys how you can enable it without rooting or unlocking the phone, and we'll also compare it to the stock Asus app. So if you're new here, then hit that red subscribe button and press the bell icon because a lot more comparisons are coming to the channel very soon, especially with the Note 6 Pro as well as the Realme U1. I'm also making this video in Hindi, so if you're interested in that, the link is in the video's description. On that note, let's get started. So to enable Google Camera, the process is the same as what it was on the Zenfone Max Pro M1. First of all, you need to set up the Adb as well as the Asus drivers. I've already covered this in my previous old videos, so let me play that clip again. First of all, you need to install Fastboot and Adb drivers on your PC. The link is in the video's description. It's very easy, just follow the instructions on the screen. And once you're done, you will have the Adb folder in your C drive. You also need to download the drivers for the Asus Zenfone Max Pro. Once again, the link is in the video's description. Then on your phone, go to About, click on the build number a few times to enable developer options. Inside developer options, enable USB Debugging. Now go to the Adb folder on your computer, press Shift and right click and select Open PowerShell window here. Now connect your phone to your PC, type Adb devices. You will see a pop-up on your phone, select OK. Now type Adb Reboot Bootloader. This will reboot your phone into the bootloader mode. Now go to the device manager, and now if you see an unknown Android device here, then right click on it, click on update driver and select the drivers folder that you downloaded earlier. The drivers will get installed now. Now that you have Adb and all the drivers in place, turn off your Zenfone Max Pro M2, press the volume up and the power button together to enter the fast boot mode. Now connect it to your PC. Go to C drive, Adb folder, here press Shift plus right click and select the Open PowerShell window here. If you don't have that option, you will have an option which says Open Command window here, so choose that. Now type Fastboot devices and press enter and see if your phone is getting detected. Now type Fastboot followed by the code that's written on the screen right now and then press enter. And as you can see, now Camera to API is enabled on our Zenfone Max Pro M2. Now you just need to install the Google Camera APK. I'm using two APKs. One is the new one with night sight. In that app, the front facing camera isn't working and it can be laggy at times. So I use only that one for night sight. The second is an older version of gcam. I use it for all of the other images and the front facing camera works on it too. Just make sure that you use the Nexus 6P model on that app. So use both of the APKs as of now, but then when this phone gets Android Pie, which is in January I think, it should then work with the new APK only. Okay, so enough talk, let's get to the camera samples. This was the easiest comparisons of all because Google Camera is clearly better in each and every scenario. In daylight, the colors are a lot better on Google Camera. The stock camera app just produces lackluster, kind of washed out images in comparison. Normally, Google Camera images don't do great in terms of shadows as we have seen on other phones like the Moto One Power, but then on the Zenfone Max Pro M2, even the shadows look great. The highlights are portrayed well, and overall the dynamic range is also much more superior than the stock app. And that is the case in the indoor conditions as well. The stock app tries to reduce noise a lot, that causes it to hamper with the sharpness and the details. So if you zoom in on any of the photos taken from Google Camera, they have a lot more details as compared to the stock app. Seriously, there is no comparison here. The rear camera portrait mode is actually good on the stock app. It's a lot better than what we saw on the Zenfone Max Pro M1. But then here once again I feel Google Camera gets out in the lead. It exposes the face a lot better and that's where it wins. Lastly, in extreme low lighting conditions, do I even have to say anything? The night side on Google Camera is absolutely brilliant. No comparisons here, Google Camera all the way. In terms of selfies, right now the stock app cannot shoot portrait mode selfies. That update will be coming soon, so clearly Google Camera once again wins here. The selfies look amazing and I'm super happy with how Google Camera functions on the Zenfone Max Pro M2. Lastly, let's talk about video. So Google Camera can do electronic image stabilization at 4K. The stock app can do electronic image stabilization at 1080p. But then the stock app did better. The footage with gcam is a little jittery, especially when you compare the sides of the video. But then on the stock app it's great. The stabilization is impressive and I have to hand it over to the stock Asus app. But then overall, Google Camera once again is going to save this phone's camera. The pictures are great, and as you can see, it barely takes 5 minutes to install it on your phone. Totally worth the effort. I can't wait to compare it with other devices. In fact, the comparison with the Redmi Note 6 Pro is coming tomorrow, which is followed by the Realme U1. So make sure that you are subscribed to the channel and press the bell icon. This was my Google Camera video on the Zenfone Max Pro M2. If you guys have any questions, then please let me know in the comments. Do let me know your feedback as well as to how did you like the images from the Google Camera app. And all of the necessary links are in the description box. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back in the notifications very soon. Peace.